readers. I'm Michelle from your blog, Michelle Spells. Well, it's my blog. It makes it sound like the People's Temple, like your People's Temple, like but that's not the intention. It's Michelle from Detroit, and I'm thinking about my Pistons, of course, and the changes that have happened. I miss Chauncey, but I do like Allen Iverson. Although, shame on him for missing Thanksgiving Day practice. He did get fined for that by Joe Dumars, which a decision I agree with. Although, I have to say, it did come through in the next game even stronger. So I do like Allison as an addition, and Allen Iverson as an addition. And I also have to present Grouchy, Baby Grouchy, and he has refused to take off his I voted today sticker because, I don't know, there's a lot of discrimination against Grouchies, and, sometimes they don't get to vote, so he's really proud of this honor, and he's working on his own book, and he told me to plug it. Okay, so I'm like his publicist now. It's called The Pretend Life. It's going to be very, very good. It's all about urban blight, urban decay, white flight, all the things that Grouchy loves. It's a search for his parents, but check it out, The Pretend Life. He's writing it. He's really sweating a lot. Like Fred Exley, he went off the sauce to write it, so I'm proud of him. He's not drinking anymore, so it's hard for him, but, he's good. He's being good, so there you have it. So there's my little friend Grouchy. But anyway, this video blog post, and I haven't done one in a while, but I thought that I would. Just because, with the election, a lot of words are thrown around, integrity and heroism and, what is right action and so on and so forth, and morality. And, I keep coming back to my book that I'm writing because, I'm a narcissist and that's the way it goes. But, you guys have so wonderfully supported me, and I thank you for it on Second Day Reported, because without the blog, I feel like this book would not exist. And it gave me a voice. It gave me a way of writing about something that I couldn't write about without having an audience, and for that I will always be grateful. But I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about, kind of the unsung heroes, the people who don't get a lot of credit. And I was thinking about my bus driver, Mrs. Bert. And I was in the first grade, and it was the first time I'd ever ridden a school bus, and I was so scared because I was just a scared child, a paranoid child, and almost nothing has changed, in so many years. And I was very, very scared riding the school bus. And she was a lovely woman. She was the first black person I ever knew, and that's a big deal because, I lived in the South, and she was really, really kind to me on my first day because I rode the bus from school to the end of the route, and I never got off because I never knew where to get off. And you can, as my friend Hank would say, self-service humor, make up your own joke. But I never could figure out where to get off, and I was so scared, and I couldn't ask. I was just terrified, and by the end of it, she saw my scrawny little self trembling in the back of the bus, much like Rosa Parks refused to ride, but man, that was the place I hid. And she so kindly and so lovingly understood instinctively what had happened to me and why I had missed my stop. And she drove me back home, and she made me understand that, this is where I got off, and then I would walk a certain way and I would be home. And like all the best teachers, and there are so many, I can't even tell you. Oh my God, I have had so many wonderful, wonderful, lovely, beautiful, and precious, as Cornel West would say, teachers, and thank God for them. But Mrs. Burt was the first, and she was my bus driver for 7 years. So I have 7 good bus behavior certificates. Can any of you say that? I think not. So, I got that going for me. Okay, granted, my name's never spelled right on any of them, but like the Flannery O'Connor story says, I've got the papers. Like the Misfit says, I got the papers. So I am good. And I have all of them. And if you ever want to know, you just let me know and I will email them to you. But at any rate, besides my good best behavior, at the end of the school year, Mrs. Bert would buy all the kids a bottle of Coke, which was a huge deal because they were very expensive. And, you know, Coke was such a luxury. And, you know, we didn't get a lot of extras and luxuries. And I can't imagine she was making, like, an inordinate amount of money driving a school bus in Mineral Wells, Texas. And yet, she, every year, would buy us all Cokes for many, many years. And it was the loveliest, kindest act I can think of. And when I think of kindness, I think of that. I think of drinking that Coke and being so happy, and even the bad kids got it. Because some of them were real shits, and they didn't deserve it. But even the bad kids got it. So, you know, good, bad, you know, it was like the Woody Allen movie Danny, Broadway Rose, or Broadway Danny Rose, sorry, love, acceptance, and forgiveness. And she exemplified those. And, she loved us, she accepted us, and she forgave us. And we were not always perfect. And, you know, she was not a young woman when she drove the bus, so I imagine she is no longer on this earth. And I doubt she remembers, if she is, or if she's in heaven, I hope she remembers some of the kids she drove, and I hope she knows how appreciative we are and were. But this is the people like her, the people that don't get like the big banners and the big signs and the big kudos, and they never get the big thank you cards and the I love yous. It's all about just thanking people like her who, with quiet dignity, went about their day. And I don't mean that in a, I don't know, pejorative way, but just in this lovely kind of perfect way, made these gestures that made our lives better and substantially better. So, from Detroit, me and Baby Grouchy wish you a good night until the next video blog post.